Hi.
Are you Mrs. Abrams?
Yes, I am.
I'm Donovan. This is Patrick. Come on in for a second.
Sure.
Wherever you're comfortable. Jeremy, wherever you got a drink and something?
Yep.
Okay, we won't be long. Be out in a couple of minutes.
You're Jeremy. Hi. How are you?
Jack, you gonna hang with him for a little bit?
Well, whatever. You tell me.
Yeah, why don't you hang with him for a couple minutes? We'll be out in a minute.
Okay, great.
I apologize for splitting you guys up right off the bat.
That's okay.
I just wanted to get a little bit of a sense from you, but let me tell you a little bit about who Patrick and I are. We serve on the ethics consultation team here in the hospital, and sometimes that is very complicated ethical issues, and sometimes, as in this case, it's more of just to help everybody communicate, make sure we're on the same page, make sure that your wishes as the surrogate decision maker are being honored, and to help facilitate when there's different ideas rolling around. I was really hoping that Dr. Murphy was going to be here today, but he got called away at the last minute to an emergency, so he's down in the ER. I don't think he's going to be able to make it back up here. Ethics consultation is very much a consultative service to the physician to help give them advice and recommendations. So I don't want to overstep our boundaries without him being here. But so if there's medical questions that come up in particular that I can't answer, I'm just going to be very honest and say I don't know the answer to that. We'll have to put some of those things on hold. Okay. As I understand it, and help me understand this, what Dr. Murphy had said to me was that you two had talked and had agreed upon a do not resuscitate order, and that your husband has been getting significantly worse in the last year that he's been in the nursing home.
Yes, he has.
And now you're leaning towards withdrawing support.
Yes.
Is that a good summary?
That's pretty much it. My husband has Alzheimer's, and he has not been doing well at all, and he's just in this coma. Dr. Murphy believes that it's not going to get any better.
Okay.
And how long can you sustain this person's life artificially? We've been through a lot. I love him dearly, but I mean, it's just reaching a point where, is this life? Is this what you call life? I don't believe this is life, and I don't believe my husband would think that this was life.
Okay.
It's just machines who are pumping air and blood through his body, and it's not life.
Okay.
And just from having spoken as a doctor and looking at the chart, it's very clear that you've taken excellent care of him and really attended to him so well and lovingly during this time in the nursing home.
Yes, he's been in the nursing home for quite a while now, and I have health issues of my own, and it's not getting any easier for me either.
Yeah. Okay.
That's sort of where it's in.
Okay. Do you have a sense from my own education, since you've obviously talked to Dr. Murphy about this, what he would see as the best possible outcome for your husband?
The way he is now.
The way he is now.
I don't think
Okay.
there's never been any discussion of any hope for any improvement, if that's what you're asking me.
Okay.
Dr. Murphy has never given me any indication that, given a week, a month, a year, this would get better.
Okay. And
This is it.
pretty much completely unresponsive at this point?
Yes, yes.
Okay. The dilemma then, as I understand it, would be that your son,
Yes.
and
My stepson.
your stepson, thank you, your stepson and your stepdaughter-in-law
Correct.
are pregnant
Yes.
and are expecting in about 2 more months,
Yes.
and that their hope is
But they live in California. They are not here every day helping the situation.
right.
Now they have this notion in their head that they want their father to see his grandchild. I'm sorry to say it, but my husband does not see anything.
Mm-hmm.
He is not going to see this baby no matter what. What is the point of delaying this for no help to my husband?
Mm-hmm.
He's not going to see this child or see the day or the flowers or anything else.
Right.
Why are they getting this sudden notion that they can fly in from California and decide that they want their father to see this baby you know, in 3 months or 2 months or whenever this child is born, and when they can fly back here with this baby, it may be another week or 2 weeks or a month after that.
After that.
You know, so how long are we going to keep pumping air and blood into this body who can't see this child anyway? But they are just being totally unreasonable. They don't want to face that fact. And I understand it's hard to face the fact, but, you know, we have to be reasonable.
Okay. Let me be very upfront that the hospital, ourselves, physicians, the hospital as a system will support what you're saying. You are the decision maker and understood both legally and ethically as the person who would best understand his wishes for this situation and what would be acceptable to him and what wouldn't be. And I'm hearing that loud and clear from you, that you're very clear that he would not find this acceptable as... Okay. So that's very clear for me. I want you to know that we support that 100%. What is left is more the process issue of just trying to talk to them a little bit and hopefully having them come to understand that a little bit better and have hopefully an increased comfort level with the fact that their child will not be able to ever be seen by their grandfather.
But this child is not going to be seen by this man that's laying there.
I understand.
They don't.
Yeah.
They don't want to accept that.
Right. I understand. Okay.
I think just, you know, another aspect of it is it would be preferable to have some consensus with your stepson, simply because it sounds like he was making some statements about a lawyer.
Sure.
And again, Dr. Abrams isn't here, so we can't speak for him, and I don't know if Dr. Murphy would be willing to, how Dr. Murphy will act if there is concerted opposition by your stepson. And I don't know if you have any insight into that. Has he said it doesn't, whether the stepson's
Well, from what
threats
I
bother him?
understand, I have the legal authority in the situation. Is that not correct?
That's correct.
That's correct. Yeah. Just before we bring Jeremy in, what's your relationship with him like?
Oh, we speak. I mean, he likes to pretend that he has some authority over us, but he lives in California.
Sure.
You know, he's not here helping me, and you know, where's my life playing into the middle of this? You know what I'm saying? I mean, I can't, in my condition, guarantee that I'm going to be here next week or next month or when that baby is born. You know, I mean, I'm not a healthy person either. And so, you know, when does he stop being the important person in this family, and when does anybody else have any rights? You know, what about me, and what about his father? You know, he's always been the center of the universe. Well, I'm sorry, this, you know, universe is a little bit bigger than Jeremy realizes.
Okay.
I can hear that you're trying to make good decisions for your husband and for yourself, and that's entirely appropriate.
Absolutely.
That's very appropriate.
Absolutely.
Well, unfortunately, I can't get on a plane and go to California and live my life and just come here when I feel like coming, you know.
That's the for better or for worse. And
Exactly.
It's big bond. Do you have any questions before I ask Jeremy to come in?
No, I don't think so.
Patrick, can you think of anything? Okay. And I've also asked, I don't know if you've met Jack Coakley. Jack is one of our chaplains on
Yes.
staff. Okay.
Yes, I
I just wanted to make sure you knew Jack.
Yes, we have talked.
Great. Okay.